So my name is Joy Rossman. Usually I'm here in the evening with a sleepover because my husband and I are retired. So we don't have to get up the next morning, so we choose the nights that other people can't take, which usually means 1 or 2 nights. And I have been here on Saturdays so that in the good weather we can go outside and play, and Mom gets a little bit of a break. I would say that I was a little nervous because I didn't know what to expect, but I knew that if I just listened and watched, you would know whether the person wanted to sit and talk, whether the children showed an interest so that you could interact. And like I said, it's important to give Mom a few minutes because they're usually working or going to school. Busy days, the kids are busy with their school. Everybody needs a little downtime. Evening, I don't know if it was the first time or the second time, but we had the fire alarm go off, and and of course it didn't mean anything. But we all had to go outside, and then someone had to deactivate the alarm system. So, but there's little excitements every once in a while. There's some rules, and as far as people coming in, occasionally there will be an extension of the curfew. If someone has children in sports and it goes a little longer into the evening. So it's a flexible program. But they have to inform the people at Family Promise, who then in turn tell us. So everything still goes through Family Promise. It's not up to, right, it's not up to me to make the decision. And if you have a question, there's always someone through that office that you can call. They're great at being available. Probably doing a dinner when they weren't at a host church. So I went into Flint to serve dinner. I think that was most memorable, and also one of the harder times because there was a new family with teenagers, and you could tell they were upset about the whole situation. So no one was talking to anybody. It was like, okay, that's all right, I understand. We sleep here. So at 10 o'clock, lights are out. We check and secure all the doors, make sure everything is in order. Sometimes we'll sit up a little bit longer, and occasionally a mom will come back in and decide she wants another cup of coffee. And then you end up sitting down and they don't go to bed for another hour. But it's important to always be available to listen.
Yeah, okay. For those.
Right. And some parents, they just want to get their kids in bed, and they are so tired they lay down and either read or fall asleep reading. Well, we have some games, board games. Occasionally we get those out. Sometimes we're listening to times tables as part of their homework. And you say, oh, you're doing a good job. Can I hear you do some more? And they think that's a big deal. It's not work when someone says, oh, I'm really interested in what you know. Well, I really think that the important thing is that the families are just like the families next door. And one time it was on our July week, and I brought the sprinklers in, and we set up sprinklers. Of course, the children didn't realize we have well water here, so it's pretty cold. But it was fun watching them, you know, just play and be kids and not worrying about anything. Gonna have fun. And if you're going to spend the night and sleep over, you're usually not disturbed, and the beds are fairly comfortable. And I usually set an alarm so that I'm up at the earliest anticipated time when people are going to get ready to go to work. Some people leave at 6 o'clock, so I try to be up and be available to them. But it's just a fun time. People are people. We all have the same wants to have a good, happy family life, and they're working hard at it. Most of the homeless people who are women have children. Their husbands or significant others are out of the picture. So they have to be mother, father, family supporter. They have to be emotionally there for their children. Sometimes the children have issues with school, so that adds more stress. And it's harder for a single mom to move up. Sometimes they're here and they're studying for their GED. So it's a struggle, and it takes a lot of time to move up. So they're working very hard, and most of them have some kind of job. Sometimes it's a couple of part-time jobs because they don't have the education. But they're working.